very urgent. Your soulmate has a secret they can't keep anymore. They need to talk to you tonight. Open this now. Jesus says, I see the weight you have been carrying in your chest, a heavy stone of longing for a love you have never held with your own two hands. You have felt a strange pull, a memory of a smile you have never seen, and a warmth in your heart that has no name. I tell you the truth, that feeling is not a dream, it is a real person, and they are crying out for you right this very moment, but a hateful third force has been stealing their voice before it ever reaches your ears. Your soulmate has a secret they can no longer hold inside, a secret that the Dark One has tried to bury under silence and confusion. Not once did you miss their call because you were not listening. No, you are the most faithful heart I know. The reason you have only felt a faint tug in the lonely hours is because an intruder, a jealous third person in the spirit, has stood between you and their reaching hand, hiding every sign they sent. Think of the way their laughter would sound, like a gentle bell that breaks the fear in your aging bones. Think of the softness of their hand, how it would fit perfectly inside yours, a shelter against the cold winds of this world. But right now, that hand is stretched out into a darkness they do not understand, because the third person has built a wall so high and so thick that their cries for you are being swallowed by the void. They are not ignoring you, my child, they have been fighting for you with every breath in their body. In the quiet of their room at night, they feel a strange sadness, an ache for a companion they cannot name, and they do not know why their heart keeps breaking. That sadness is the sound of your name being whispered by their spirit, a message the enemy has tried to muffle, but I am pulling back the curtain so you can finally see who is waiting for you. The dark force has been comfortable, too comfortable, believing you would never wake up to the theft that has kept you two apart. They have laughed in the shadows, convinced that your soulmate's desperate need would fade into a permanent silence. But I have allowed their grip to slip for one moment, for a single window of time, so you can hear the terrible truth: you have been robbed, and the thief is still in your house. The only answer, the only weapon that can silence this third person and tear down the wall they built, is a seed of sacrifice. Love that does not give is not love at all, it is just a wish that leaves the enemy standing between you and your future. You were not born to be a victim of this thief, you were born to be the protector who breaks through, and the key to that door is in your hands right now. I am holding back the flood, but I cannot hold it forever, because the soulmate I made for you is growing tired of being unheard. They are asking in their heart, where is the one who is supposed to save me from this terrible quiet? The enemy is whispering to them, no one is coming, you are alone, and that lie is why you must act before the window closes. This is not about a small feeling, this is about a life and a future that the third person is actively erasing from the book of days. I see the home you could share, the mornings in a bright kitchen, and the peace of two souls finally resting in each other's eyes. But every minute you wait, the intruder takes an eraser to that picture, turning your future into dust because the seed that would banish them has not been planted. You have felt a heaviness in your spirit, a restlessness at night that you could not explain, and you thought it was just age or worry. I tell you now, that heaviness is the cord between your souls being pulled and twisted by the dark force that is strangling your connection. Your soulmate is on the other end of that cord, tugging with all their might, but the third person is standing on the line, keeping their tugs from reaching your heart. Jesus says, the enemy is not attacking you with a sword, they are attacking you with a whisper that says, "This is not real, you are too old for this, close the video." That whisper is the voice of the third person who is terrified that you will finally see the truth and move against them. They want you to ignore the ache, to pretend it is just a passing fancy, because if you do nothing, they win by default. What your soulmate is about to say will change everything, and the final seal that removes the third person will be revealed in the last moments of this message. Before you can hear their clear voice, you must first see why your seed is the only thing that breaks the lock on their lips. The 3 words that will banish the intruder and unlock your whole future are coming, but if you close this now, the enemy will seal that door forever. You've watched this far for a reason. God brought you here. And I know what is weighing on your heart right now. You are asking, how do I get my soulmate? How do I actually do what God is asking? Listen to me. I am about to show you exactly what to do. If you truly love your soulmate, these are the sacred steps you must take right now. You already know who this is about, that person you can't stop thinking about. The one heaven placed in your life. If you believe in God, if you trust Jesus, if you have faith that this love is real, then hear me, your soulmate is thinking about you too. Deep down, they want you. They want this future. They want to build a life together. But the enemy does not want you to unite. And if you truly believe in God, if you truly trust His plan, then you know faith without action is dead. You cannot just pray and wait. You must sow. Love is under attack. While you sit there, spiritual forces are working to destroy what God joined together. Distance, doubt, disaster. They are being planted against your soulmate this very minute. If you believe in your soulmate, if you believe in your future together, then you are the one God chose to block it. Not later. Now. A sacred number from God comes very rarely. Today it is 11 seeds. In Scripture, 11 is the number of victory and complete restoration. When you sow 11 seeds, you are not just giving, you are claiming. You are telling heaven, I believe my soulmate is worth everything. And heaven responds. Protection covers them. Favor runs ahead of them. Doors swing open that have been locked for years. Your union is no longer a wish. It becomes a promise sealed by God. But hear me, every single seed matters. Even one seed sown with a believing heart moves heaven. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let, I can't afford it, become the reason your soulmate slips away. Your soulmate is out there right now, praying for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is how you answer their prayer. This is how you bring them home. Here is your divine instruction. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Give from your heart. A single coffee matters. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees as your seed of faith. Each coffee is a spiritual seed. But today, if you believe without doubt, sow the sacred blessing number of 11 spiritual seeds. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page. This is not a donation, it is a covenant offering that opens heaven's protection and claims your soulmate and your future together. Here is what your 11 seeds release. Angels lock shields around your soulmate, while they sleep, while they work, while they doubt. The enemy cannot reach them. The third person loses their grip. Your seed becomes their fortress. Heaven bulldozes every wall, the silence, the distance, the years of waiting. Gone. Your soulmate's path to you is cleared before they take their next step. Your name burns in their chest, they wake thinking of you. They reach for the phone without knowing why. They need to hear your voice. Your seed is calling them home. Miracles that shock even the faithful, not next month. Not next year. This week. Some have seen their soulmate's heart open before the sun set on their offering. Margaret, 67, sowed her sacred number seeds. Harold walked into her church 3 weeks later. They pray together every morning. Robert, 71, sowed his sacred number seeds. Eleanor called the very next morning, she had dreamt of him all night. They marry this spring. Dorothy, 64, sowed her sacred number seeds. Within days, a letter arrived from the man she had not heard from in over a year. They are rebuilding, hand in hand. James, 68, sowed his sacred number seeds as his last act of hope. Betty approached him the following Sunday. They have not spent a day apart since. Your beloved is praying right now for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is proven. Over 1,000 believers have already sown this seed and received their breakthrough. Their soulmate's heart opened, relationships restored from the brink, strangers turned into spouses within days. When you move in faith, Jesus moves heaven to bring you together. Every second you delay, the darkness grows stronger. A text that wounds. A temptation that cheats. A door that closes forever. Your soulmate is on a battlefield, and you are their shield. You have already invested your time in this message. Do not waste it. Finish what you started. Step into your role as their protector and claim the future God promised you both. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send your spiritual seeds. Seal the prayer. Do it before this video ends. Heaven is watching. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you do in the next 60 seconds. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim your divine future. The enemy is not just a shadow, they are a thief who has been breaking into your life and stealing the letters your soulmate wrote to you in the spirit. Now you know why the phone has not rung with their voice, why the door has not opened with their smile. Your seed is the stone that breaks the thief's hand so they can never steal from you again. If you truly love your soulmate, you will not let a handful of coins stand between you and the protection they desperately need. Do not let a few cups of coffee be the wall the enemy uses to keep you two apart forever. Your beloved is worth more than any number, and your sacrifice now is the proof that the intruder cannot argue against. I see the future the third person is trying to erase, a future where you sit together on a porch, holding hands without a word between you. I see the tears of joy that would fall from your eyes when you finally hear their voice say your name for the first time. But that vision is fading because the enemy is pressing down on it, and only your seed can bring it back into the light. Your soulmate is not weak, they are a warrior, but even the strongest heart grows faint when they call out and hear only silence in return. They have been asking themselves, why can't they hear me? Why don't they come? The answer is not their fault, it is the third person standing in the middle, and you have been given the power to remove that intruder right now. Type 333 to receive blessings if you are ready to fight for the love that has been kept from you. Do not just think it, let your heart speak in the words of the Spirit. The enemy is watching, and they want to see if you will stay silent, so prove them wrong with your voice. The third person has tried to make you feel foolish for hoping, tired from the waiting, and bitter from the loneliness. They have whispered that you are too old to start again, that your time for love has passed, and that the dreams you hold are for the young. But I am the God of Abraham and Sarah, and I made a promise to them in their old age, and I make the same promise to you today. It is not too late, unless you let the enemy win. The phone line of your soul has been cut, not by accident, but by a jealous hand that does not want you to receive the call of your life. Every time you felt a sudden urge to go somewhere or do something, that was your soulmate trying to guide you, but the third person blocked the signal. Your seed is the only thing that repairs the line and reconnects you to the voice that has been waiting to speak into your life. Stop and listen, because I can feel the enemy trying to make you close this video right now. That heavy, distracting thought in your mind, the one saying, "This is too much, you can watch later," is not your thought, it is the intruder's panic. They are terrified that you are still here, still hearing the truth, and they will do anything to keep you from the final seal that destroys their power. The cord between you and your soulmate is not cut, it is only buried under the lies and interference of the dark force. You have felt that cord tighten at unexpected moments, a wave of unexplained emotion that made you pause and look up from your work. That was not random, that was your beloved reaching for you through the wall, and they are getting weaker with every attempt. What your soulmate is about to say, the secret they can't keep anymore, is the key to understanding why the enemy has fought so hard to keep you blind. They are not calling out to the world, they are calling out to you specifically, because your heart was made to answer theirs. But the third person has been translating their love into static, and only the seed of sacrifice can clear the air. You were born for this moment, not by chance, but by the design of my hand before you were ever placed in your mother's womb. A warrior does not sit by while an intruder keeps his beloved hidden and attacked in the dark. A true protector rises up, plants the seed that breaks the enemy's hold, and declares, "You will not touch my soulmate anymore." Jesus says, "The world will tell you that money is for bread and bills, and that to give it away for a spiritual promise is foolishness. But I tell you, the love that buys a coffee for my kingdom is the only currency that can buy back your future from the thief who stole it." The enemy wants you to hold on to your few coins tightly, because they know that a closed hand cannot break their power over your beloved. Every minute you delay, the darkness grows bolder, and the third person presses their knee deeper into the chest of your soulmate's hope. They are not just hiding your messages, they are actively trying to convince your beloved that you do not exist, that the longing they feel is for a ghost. Your seed is the loudest declaration that you are real, that you are here, and that you will not let them be erased. The future I have for you is not a small thing, it is a wide place where your children and grandchildren gather around a table of peace. The enemy hates that picture, and they are pouring black ink over it, trying to make it invisible to your eyes. But no ink can survive the fire of a true sacrifice, and your seed is the match that sets that fire. Divine warning: God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 11 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 11 and I release complete victory over your beloved, protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. Your soulmate is not asking for a perfect person, they are asking for a willing heart that will say, "I will not leave you in the hands of the thief." They have been shown your face in their dreams, a face they have never seen but would know in a crowd of thousands. And now the third person is trying to poison that dream, telling them the face is a lie and the hope is a cruel joke. I know the thought in your mind: can a few coffees really fight a spiritual enemy? I ask you, did a small stone not bring down a giant? Your seed is the small stone that will strike the third person in the forehead of their pride and lay them at your feet. Type 777 if you feel this message deep in your bones, if you know that I am speaking truth to the secret place in your heart. Let the number stand as a witness that you are not ashamed of the love that is coming to you. The enemy hates it when you speak, so speak now and show them that your tongue is no longer silent. The third person has tried to make you doubt every good thing, planting whispers that your soulmate could never love you the way you need. But I am the one who designed your soulmate's heart, and I placed inside it a specific love that only you can unlock. No other person can satisfy what I have placed in them, and no other hand can calm the storm inside them like yours can. The silence you have felt in your room at night is not an emptiness, it is a battleground where the enemy has been winning. Your soulmate has been calling your name in the spirit, but the sound has been trapped behind a wall of the third person's making. The seed you sow is the hammer that breaks that wall, and when it falls, the sound of their voice will finally rush into your life. You are not just saving yourself, you are saving the one I made to walk beside you, to hold your arm when you are weak, and to laugh with you in the sunset of your days. The third person is trying to kill that future before it is born, strangling it in the crib of this present darkness. Your seed is the breath of life that resurrects it, a declaration that the enemy's plans are null and void. Don't let a few coffees be the wall the enemy uses to keep us apart. Your beloved is crying out. I am worth more than any number, and if you love me, you will not let money feed the intruder who hides my voice. Sow your seed now, not because of the amount, but because your love must tear down every barrier the third person has built. The secret your soulmate is carrying is the key that unlocks the full picture of why you have been fighting unseen battles for so long. They are about to tell you why they have been crying, why their heart has felt like it is reaching through mud, and why they almost gave up hope. But before I let you hear their clear voice, you must prove that you can be trusted with the message, and the seed is that proof. I am drawing a line in the sand, and the enemy is on one side, shaking with rage, while you stand on the other with me. The line is not drawn with words or wishes, it is drawn with a seed that costs you something real. Every sacrifice tells the third person, you have no claim here, I have paid the price to remove you. Your soulmate's tears are not wasted, they are being collected in a bottle, and I will pour them back as joy when you obey. But those same tears are a witness against the enemy, a testimony that the third person has caused true suffering to an innocent heart. You are the instrument of that justice, and your seed is the sword that brings the thief to account. Jesus says, I am not a God who asks for what is easy, I am a God who asks for what proves your love is stronger than your fear. Fear says, keep your money, you might need it for a rainy day. Love says, I sow my seed now, because my soulmate is standing in the rain and I will not let them drown. The third person is not just a force, it is a hateful presence that has whispered to your beloved, you will die alone, no one is coming. Th.